It's 4:20 somewhere, and right now that somewhere is right here on the Cannabist Show. Hey there, I'm Janae Burris.
I'm Jake Browne, and welcome to the Cannabist Show, where we talk all things weed.
Welcome home, Jake.
Thank you.
So nice, you conveniently missed all the garbage weather here in Colorado.
See, now that's Janae speaking like a true California transplant.
He thinks that's an insult, it's not.
Listen, some people actually like a little spring snow.
Just weird people.
Just a little bit. I prefer seeing it from a beach via Facebook. So thank you to the Cape Fear Comedy Festival for having me out to North Carolina. It was beautiful. It was scenic. I didn't drink any daiquiris. I did get to smoke some what I would call mids in Carolina.
Did you get to smoke out there?
Don't be too proud of it, Carolina. Okay. Yeah, they were like, smell this. And I was like, smell what?
Oh, cool.
How was your show at the Dab
You're
Lounge?
like, your baby is ugly. Yeah. I'm Jake Browne, and I host a Cannabist Show.
Like,
smells like garbage.
I'm like, pinch it. I'm like, it's sativa, I guess. Have fun.
Man.
How was your Dab Lounge show?
Dab Lounge, Colorado Springs. That was great. The whole audience was high as heck. And so I got on that level.
Okay.
And did my time.
Wait, did you dab the lounge?
I dabbed a little bit. Now, dab people are very friendly. Pushy as heck.
Okay, that's one way to say it. It's so Colorado friendly.
Yeah, I got to try sauce. Have you heard of sauce?
Tell me more about what they told you sauce was.
They told me, okay, first of all, they told me sauce. They were like, it's the best. It's top tier. Okay. That's what they kept pushing. It's top. It's the best. You know, this dude with this.
And that was it.
Dude that looked very jam band told me it's the best.
Okay.
And I wanted to trust him with his Jankos on. But he said that it was the terpene.
Okay.
Terpenes.
Yep.
Which I had just heard from someone snootier. That I should not be looking for the terpenes.
That was me, wasn't it?
Snooty. But I was looking for something that didn't have terpenes, and this guy kept saying it's got all the terpenes. And so I was very confused as to why I would want to just taste watermelon or grape.
I want to know why you don't want terpenes. It's like the flavor part. I thought we were working on this, Janae.
I thought I wanted to taste the weed and not the like.
The terpenes are the flavor. Okay, so we're gonna huddle up after the show.
Narc.
But now let's kick it off because it's time for the weekend weed.
All right.
Let's kick things off in Bali, where an Australian woman who was convicted in 2005 of smuggling 9 pounds of herb is finally headed back to her home country, where people used to be sent because they were convicts.
Oh.
Now, Schapelle Corby, then 27, was the central figure in what was figuratively the Aussie O.J. Simpson trial, and literally the biggest thing to hit the country since a dingo ate my baby. They've even coined the phrase Schapelled, which means that someone gets a raw deal, which is very different than the American Dave Chappelle, which is when someone walks away from $50 million. Now, she returns on May 27th to what is expected to be Kardashian-level fanfare. Janae, I know that you're scared to death of being locked up abroad.
Yes, number one fear, and they made a TV show about it, so that's weird.
That's like for me, Arachnophobia, the movie, but for you, it's just like what, having small amounts of weed on you?
Oh God, I just go clean, you know, just pills when I travel. So.
When I was traveling down to North Carolina, I had to put all my vitamins in a little old lady pill case. that's where I'm at right now.
I like that. Like
or old man pill case, I don't know.
Oh, no. But no, that's terrifying to me, and I'm glad that she did not have to serve all of that time. That was really, but I mean, those were the best years of her life. She'll never be that skinny again. Unfortunately.
I mean, that was the big thing, is that it was reported all over, and basically only the Fox News of Australia was like, yeah, throw the book at her. And I am so sorry for my Australian accent to any of
that was?
Yeah, it was an attempt.
I thought that was a Fox News.
An attempt was made.
Colonel Sanders voice you were, okay. Not terrible.
Thank you.
Fox News says, which I feel like people tune out immediately when they hear that Fox News says. Look at that. Everybody
Charlie Brown.
Nobody wants to hear Fox News says. Okay, Fox News says Colorado town overrun by weed smoking panhandlers. Residents push back. They did not like that. Now, the town in question is Durango. Beautiful, picturesque, snow-filled, snow-capped mountain resort town, and I just can't resist the impulse to disagree with whatever Fox News says whenever possible. even if I have no clue about what I'm debating. Set a timer, Vince. I want to argue. I want to waste my breath.
Janae's soapbox now.
Get right up on the dope box. Can I stand on this? Yeah, that feels nice and comfortable. I want to rant about something I know nothing about. Here it comes. Alternate possibility, Fox News. Those are not panhandlers. Those are skiers trying to get their lift tickets sponsored, okay? So help them out. The sunburned skin and dirty sandy blonde hair would make you believe that they live outside, which they sort of do. But don't you think for 1 second, Fox News, that these panhandlers wouldn't hesitate to call daddy if they truly needed it, okay? They don't need your change. What business of yours is it if they do panhandle in a resort town to get by? This makes the most sense to me. This is where the people with the extra income come to blow the entertainment budget. Is the timer still going, Vince? All right, they can spare a few shillings. Asking for money in a resort town makes way more sense than asking outside of Walmart or like a check cashing / chicken shack, okay, which is the last place I got asked for money. I obviously don't have even a bank account. Resort tourists are the kids at Chuck E. Cheese who get to pick out the top tier prizes. You know, the kids with a whole bunch of tickets to throw around. They can get like a boombox or a Nintendo gaming system. Who can afford to play that many games where you get that many tickets? Why not just buy the Nintendo?
All right, that was like, I don't know what the timer says up here. It's going in post. I feel like that was 5 minutes of Janae in 60 seconds. Thank you, kudos.
What did we learn?
Well done.
What did we learn? Nothing.
I'm just stuck on Nintendos. Speaking of gaming systems, a few clever entrepreneurs in Washington, D.C. believe that they have found a gray area that allows them to deliver weed as long as customers are willing to drop $60 on a half dozen cookies. So watch out, Girl Scouts. First they come and they take your name. Now they're going to move in on your pastry turf, all right? Just protect your neck. Now, D.C. police are investigating these cases around the pot-omic, but one person calls it as easy as using the app Grubhub. I'm just happy to see something in Washington with a positive approval rating.
Oh, all right. Okay. He's happy. Thousands arrested for weed before California legalization apply to have sentences, convictions reduced. Okay, that was hard. That was a mouthful. I'll say that one more time. Thousands arrested for weed before California legalization apply to have their sentences and convictions reduced. That's it, y'all. I have nothing snarky to say about this. This is great news. This is progress. There are many people in our system who, after serving their time, have a really hard time finding jobs and housing because of marijuana convictions. So, good luck to you all.
Wait, what's happened to you, Janae? I think that's 0 booze on the week.
No booze. We had no booze on this episode. You know what? We hardly got to talk about Jeff Sessions at all. So I don't have a whole lot to complain about other than the weather. That's it. It sucked. The weather sucked.
Well, let's not go to Sessions, but let's go to his neighboring state of Georgia, where there's one kid who actually wants his dad to pick him up from high school. This is 17-year-old CJ Harris, and he suffers from epilepsy, takes CBD oil to control his seizures, but can't possess it on Warner Robins High School property. So leaving at lunch to get high was how I made it through my senior year, but the oil doesn't give Harris an intoxicating effect since it doesn't contain THC. Still, his father has to show up with the bottle and drive him around the block, which should be proof enough that it's definitely medicine, because I would do anything to avoid a car ride with my mom if I was getting high.
Your mom's a real nice lady, though.
Well, she is,
That's
but
pretty cool.
she makes you feel weird if you're high sometimes.
Really?
She asks you weird questions, like, how long are your arms? Yeah, it's just, and then she has you stretch them out, and then she tickles you.
That also sounds like something your mom would say, though. The person who mothered Jake Browne, yes, that makes sense.
Oh, shout out to Deb Browne. This week in cannabis numerology, we've got our largest number yet. That's 35 million. Any guesses on what that is in reference to, Janae?
35 million. I would say 35 million could be referring to the number of Americans who have no teeth. I know that as a fact. Most of my teeth have holes in them, and the ones that don't have holes are holes.
I've several times wished I could just have more teeth.
I just need a couple more. I mean, I got enough. I'm managing.
Do you have like one side you can chew with?
I have one side I can chew with for now. We'll
and then it shifts sometimes, though. Then you got to go lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty.
Lose a little weight.
No, actually, 35 million is the number of people who consume marijuana at least twice a month, according to a survey by Yahoo News and Marist University, which considers this regular use.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Regular use. Twice a month is regular use. Everybody.
That's you're staying regular, America. Nearly half of all Americans have tried marijuana at least once. Hey, we qualify. We're half of all Americans.
I'm normal.
I mean, what do you think?
One of my sisters has never ever tried marijuana. Never.
What are you working on with her?
She came here to visit, and I smoked in front of her.
Okay.
And
so you give her the secondhand experience?
Gave her a little second, blew it right in her nostrils.
You guys are close. This is maybe an only child that don't know about some of this stuff.
I offered it to her, though. I offered it because, as a tourist sort of thing. I was like, you're
when
here.
In Rome.
It's legal. And I think her main hang-up is that she is deeply Christian.
Okay.
And she just is not going to break any laws or rules.
Under the Lord.
Under the Lord.
All right,
under the Lord's watchful eye.
Did you try and take her to Cannabist Church?
Oh my God. Whew, that would be.
Wait, yeah, because that could get dicey.
My grandma would hear about that. No way, dude. No way.
All right,
we only talk Jesus in church. Jesus only. Sorry, y'all.
For more on this story and the rest of the Week in Weed, visit us online at thecannabist.co. Now let's go to a tinier, more serious desk where our business and policy writer Alicia Wallace has this week's quick hit.
Medical marijuana could cut into pharmaceutical prescription spending in America by $4 billion per year. That's the latest prediction from New Frontier Data, a cannabis analytics firm. The Cannabist got an early look at the report, which utilized a 2016 study on Medicare Part D spending in medical marijuana states. New Frontier examined 9 ailments for which cannabis has been shown to be a potentially effective therapy. By New Frontier's math, the average 11% decline in prescription spending for those conditions would amount to an annual substitution cost starting at $4.4 billion. That would be a drop in the bucket for the nearly $500 billion U.S. pharmaceutical industry. Now, that crystal ball forecast may not prove exactly true because New Frontier's research assumes national legalization, and how that could be structured is tough to predict. But drug policy expert Robert Mikos says the data likely are meant to show more than possible numbers. If the data are sound, New Frontier is illustrating that a portion of the population could benefit from national medical marijuana legalization, Mikos said. You can check out the report as well as additional analysis at thecannabist.co. For The Cannabist, I'm Alicia Wallace with this week's Quick Hit.